So here we're going to look at the management tab and in particular users. So here we can click and see our existing use or list of users. If we want to add another user, you put in their username, so sample user. So whatever you're going to use as that name, it has to be unique, and if it's not on our system unique, then it will basically kick it out. So try not to use things like Bob or John or Paul, because obviously there's several. Full name, email and mobile details. You put in a password, you can put whatever password you want, make it as easy as or as complicated as you want, bearing in mind that it can be changed at any time. The roles, whether they're an administrator or a user or a visitor, and the difference really is as an administrator you get everything, access to the whole shooting match. As a user you've got more control. You can select that user only sees a particular type of group, and within that group they can only create points of interest and alerts, for example. And you can set an expiry date, so if that's for a temporary employee or a contractor, you can set that user to expire at a given date and time. Under settings, pretty much default sound, kilometers, Celsius, liters, kilograms, square kilometers. That's all standard for Australia. The only thing you really need to look about is the time zone that user is going to be in this case Perth. Format the clock, whether it's 12 or 24 hours. The culture, for Australia I would go down as English Australian as opposed to English American, purely for the fact that the date format would be, say, for the 6th of January would be 6th of the 1st 2016 as opposed to 6/1/2016. That's really the only real difference. Country, Australia. If you put America in there or UK, then it will default to that map, so kind of pointless. And then the language, it could be English, but you may well have a user that's French or Dutch or Portuguese or Farsi, whatever it happens to be. There's a wide range of languages to choose from. So once you've created that, you can add a photo of the user if you wish, and then they'd appear here, and then basically you just click save, and that user is set up. So pretty straightforward. And if you make a mistake, then it will tell you. So there we go, pop that in there, and that's that user created. So that's effectively users. You can create, you can delete, you can take the user out if you want to, so no real issues all the way along the users. Within users, again, go back to the user icon. You can create groups. So for example, you might want to take a new group and put users within that group. The reason really for doing that, new group, here we go, is that these people can then have, when you're setting up alerts and asking it to email, rather than trying to do it to individuals, you can set it up as a group email. So for example, management or stores or logistics or so on. So that really covers user groups, users and the various levels.